Hi guys, Tyler Vaughn here with Pathology Performance. Just want to take a second to look through some of the highlights in Josh Donaldson's swing. Alright, so we'll just jump right into this. First things first, he's already loaded in this frame, but one of the things that Josh talks about is loading his weight into his back right hip. Alright, so I see a lot of leg kick guys, guys that like to lift and go, and a lot of them never really get into that back hip. Alright, so that's a picture of what it looks like to really load that right back hip. Alright, that weight gets into the back leg and it's going to stay there until his front foot lands, until he drives forward. He's not pushing off of that back leg. Alright, you don't see him jumping forward right here. Alright, he's gaining ground, but the weight is in the back leg. Alright, another thing you're going to see, and that I really like from his swing, is his hands are going to travel down and back. Alright, as he gains his ground, that's something that really helps to maintain your position on that back leg. Alright, and another thing is, alright, so he maintains separation here. One thing that you see in a lot of younger guys is those hands start traveling forward before the foot comes down. So it doesn't matter how far the stride is, those hands need to stay back to generate separation until that foot lands. Alright, the next thing you're going to see is he initiates the swing, not with his hands, but with his back elbow. Alright, he started to deliver the back elbow, and those hands have not even come forward yet. Alright, the back elbow is in time with the back knee. Alright, he's generating force and torque. The hips are driving before the hands start coming forward, so you get this nice rubber band effect coming up through that leg and the hips and up to that back arm. Alright, and then he's going to finally start working towards the ball here. He establishes a solid angle and bat path toward the ball, and something that I struggle with young guys, they struggle to understand, is as he makes that move, look at where the barrel head is. Alright, it's not down here. Alright, it's not down here. He's not losing that bat path. He's not giving up his position. He's not dragging his barrel. He's in control with the bat barrel, and that starts in the hands. Alright, he's got a good, solid right hand position. Alright, yes, he's got the high front elbow. That's what we're looking for too. Alright, he's not got a whole lot of dip in the shoulders. He's got just a little bit. Alright, but, you know, he's a guy that can drive the ball. He can elevate it a little bit. And that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to lift the pitch. He's trying to hit it over the fence. So he's got just a little bit of tilt coming through the strike zone. Alright, but what he does a great job of is maintaining that upright position of the barrel as he works through the strike zone. Alright, that's all upright barrel through the strike zone, controlled by that right hand. Alright, it's not flopping down in the back on him, dragging it through the strike zone. Alright, he's pushing that pitch, or pushing towards that pitch out front with a solid bat path, and because of that, he gets the result he wants. Alright, another thing to look at here is, as he delivers, alright, what you're going to see is that back hip comes through, and he fires with enough force to make his back foot drag forward. Alright, that's a transfer of force. That's not him pushing off the ground. Alright, if that was the case, he'd be on his toe already right here. That's a delivery of weight forward into the pitch that's translated here. Alright, it's translated into that. It's not the body diving forward and out over the front leg. So it's generated with the back hip. He drives forward. You see this nice stiff front leg. Alright, you get this nice little L in the back. And that's a good sign of a guy who knows how to transfer force at the plate. Alright, we still have in this position a nice high front elbow. Alright, he's not going down and out with the front elbow, and so what we get is this nice bat path through the pitch with extension, and we get the ball off the bat with a little bit of force, and he gets to do what he does best, which is jog around the bases and touch home. Alright, so one other thing that you see here that I stress with a lot of my younger guys too is he's not actively rolling his hands over to hit this pitch. Alright, it's not a roll swing. Alright, he gets to the point here where his barrel is behind his hands. Alright, that's extremely important. Alright, barrel behind the hands out in front. Alright, instead of that bat being in more of a position where the barrel's ahead of the hands. Alright, barrel ahead of the hands early is just going to lead to chopper and mistake and ground ball and fly ball foul. Alright, so don't waste your momentum, alright, delivering towards third base. Alright, we want all of our momentum to travel directly towards the pitcher. That's what we're trying to work for. We're trying to deliver the force that we gathered in that back hip, that back shoulder blade, and we want to deliver that towards the pitcher with as much force as we can. Alright, so that's the goal there. Alright, so let's keep an eye on his swing as he pushes forward. He's got the barrel behind the hands, and it's a very late delivery of the barrel to the ball. All right, it's a very late delivery for that. All right, he's not already in this position. All right, he doesn't get flat and then push. He's starting to push with that back arm before the wrist rolls over. All right, there's the push happening. He's getting his extension towards the pitcher. There's the delivery. There's the ball off bat, and he's still in the strike zone right here. All right, so let's kind of make a note. All right, he could effectively, I mean, he's not trying to, but he could effectively hit the ball here. Let's clear that out real quick. He could effectively hit the ball here. All right, and now we're going to extend all the way through the swing, and he's still in the strike zone until about right here. All right, so that's right there is what I would call hitting in a big window. All right, he's got that much room of opportunity, that much room for success, rather than hitting in a small window, which really becomes room for failure. All right, it's very hard to be that on time every single time. All right, so he's got some built-in fail-safes within that swing. If he thinks he's hitting a fastball here and gets fooled by a pretty solid changeup, he may end up out here a little bit, but because he's still in the strike zone, he's got a chance to do some damage on that pitch. And oh, by the way, as he comes through, he's going to have more bat speed at this point than he did back here. Okay, so damage has to be done out in front of the plate a little bit. All right, at least off that front foot. I see guys that like to catch the ball really deep. All right, they like to let it get deep in their stance. All right, and you really cut yourself off from pure bat speed back there. All right, so see the pitch out front. All right, try to get your damage done out in front of the plate and stay down and through. Just like Josh does here, he does a great job of staying down and through. His head's not pulling up off the ball. All right, his bat's staying through the strike zone, and he's not just wasting his finish and coming up and out this way. All right, he's staying down and through, finishing his swing, getting his work done here, and then the bat has this nice flat finish after he gets done. Okay, nice flat finish coming around. All right, to me, that's the sign of a solid hitter who's staying in the strike zone as long as he can. All right, limit the strikeouts, increase the power and the accuracy, and all of a sudden, you got a chance to do some damage. It doesn't really matter what pitch is being thrown. All right, so some of the common misconceptions. All right, there is rotational torque generated at the hips, but the swing, as far as how it's delivered through the strike zone, is very linear. All right, everything he's doing here is on this nice straight line. All right, there's a little bit of rotation to it because, as we're built as human beings, we're going to have to rotate as we come forward. All right, so that's something that we're going to have to do, but he's not generating everything that he's doing in his swing by pulling this front shoulder out and going into that kind of turn and burn position. All right, it's a delivery with the hips. The shoulders are still in right here, and now he's going to deliver the bat head, and we get that nice straight line with extension. All right, so whether you're a young hitter, more advanced guy, things to learn from this. The highlights for me are those hands have got to be back when the front foot lands. All right, that's a sign in every elite hitter. Hands stay back until the foot lands. Elbow initiates the swing. Elbow and back hip are kind of working together in unison. High and outside front elbow, and then stay in the strike zone. All right, stay in the strike zone and deliver the bat head toward the pitcher. All right, nice and flat throughout. Some guys are going to have a little bit higher of a finish than others, but stay through the pitch, guys. Stay through the pitch. Don't get up to this point and then bail out and finish high and outside. All right, stay through it as long as you can. Make sure, add that 5 to 10 feet onto your swing. You'll be a better hitter for it. And appreciate you guys tuning in. There'll be more on the way. Tyler Vaughn with Pathology Performance.